Hey guys, this is Audrey from the File Gathering. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm coming on live today to talk about the MTG colors. So, which colors to play, what colors are the best, and hopefully, my video today will help you out to choose what kind of deck you really want to maybe build or what color fits more with your gameplay. So first of all, starting off, first color, white. So white is what we call the plains. Um, White is the kind of player that wants more fairness, more justice. It's very law and order, protection, healing. So a lot of angels, spirits, humans, things like that. So the kind of gameplay will be more like clearing the board, destroying, exiling different creatures. Uh, You might want to be putting enchantments and equipments that'll buff up your own creatures, like with +2/+2, vigilance, flying, things like that, life gain, a lot of life gain. Reviving cards from your graveyard also are really typical of white. A lot of control. So you want a lot of control. You'll be maybe making enchantments for opponent's creatures. So controlling them from attacking or blocking you, activating their abilities. Players can't draw more than one card each turn. Um, so that's the kind of gameplay that white will actually go around. Um, Next color is red. Red is chaos, aggression, fast damage, burn, intense emotion, elements of earth, fire, dragons, goblins, things like that, demons, things like that. So it's really an aggressive play. Okay, they want damage, they want to get it over with really quick, and bam, 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 that's it. I won. Thank you very much. So very fast damage, easy creatures to take out like goblins and things like that, but also big creatures like dragons and things like that that will do a lot of damage. Instant damage cards and sorcery, so a lot of instants like fireball and things like that that'll cause direct damage either to players or creatures. So big creatures, big damage also. So that is more red. So if you're more like a aggressive player, you want to do the direct damage, red is a good color for you. Then we go green. Green is really raw strength. Animals, plants, dinosaurs. It's really a natural order, a lot of nature, elves, things like that, regeneration, simplicity, fertility, growth. So you're popping 1/1 elves or different creatures, things like that, and you're growing them. So you're buffing them up with +2/+2s, maybe death touch, reach, things like that. You will be able to cast maybe bigger creatures for less mana cost. Um, Many ways of boosting your creatures, so with enchantments or instants, things like that. Uh, Extra mana through sorceries, through creatures. A lot of creatures you can tap and get extra mana, so that is really interesting for green. Regenerating creatures also. So once they die, you can tap and you can regenerate them, bring them back either to your hand or the battlefield. A lot of life gain. Life gain is good in green also. Lots of hexproof. Hexproof is that you can't be targeted like by someone's or sorceries or things like that. Um, and destroy artifacts, destroy enchantments. So like a lot of cards that'll really give you big creatures, a lot of life gain, a lot of regeneration. And the fun part is really having those big stompers with trample and things like that that are like going through with their damage, even if you block them. So that's more of the green. Then you go into the blue. Blue is for a player that wants more knowledge, more willpower, a lot of control, trickery, mind games. And the elemental is really air, water, things like that. So a lot of merfolk, a lot of how can I say this? So some flying creatures at some point. It's for someone who wants the ability to actually manipulate their opponents, manipulate to draw cards, make them mill cards, make them exile cards. A lot of manipulation, Just the fact of leaving two islands that are like untapped, you're already having your opponent sweat it out because they're like, are they going to counter? So a lot of counters, a lot of control by that way, countering spells, things like that, preventing the untapped phase. So having stun counters, things like that. You can't untap your creatures or whatever on the next phase. Um, Milling cards, like I was saying before. So that is really like the blue dynamic. And then there's black. Black is more ambition, sacrifice, necromancy, vampirism. That's me. Death, things like that. So you're sacrificing life, creatures, artifacts to get something, either to get cards, things like that. A lot of tutors, so you can search your library for the cards that you want to put into play. You can play out of the graveyard. So a lot of cards that'll have you. Let me an example like Olivia Crimson Bride will, when she attacks, you can go get vampires from the graveyard and put them into play. So a lot of things like that, a lot of draining life from people to gain life. So that's what we call vampirism. So you're going to drain life from your opponents and you're going to go give it to yourself. A lot of board wipes. So cleaning the board of all creatures that are there. Reanimation also, like for zombies and things like that. So that is really the black type of play. So I hope this was useful for you guys and it gave you a little more of a clear idea of what the gameplay can be. And of course, you can combine colors. I've got a white and black deck. I've got a white, red, and black deck. I've got a black and red deck. You can have a green and blue, green and white, green and red. It really depends on what kind of combos you really want to go put together. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy building decks with these little pointers that I gave you today, and a little more clarity on what the dynamics of and identities of each color are. So guys, once again, see you guys soon, and stay tuned for the next videos. Bye.